connected TV is changing the game. In 2025, CTV is not just an option, it's the future. Higher engagement, precise targeting, and massive shift in how brands connect with their audience. Today I'll break down why CTV is the best thing that happened to digital marketing and how you can take advantage of it before your competitors do. So let's dive in. Okay, so let's talk about what CTV is, and it's very easy to explain. If you have TV in your room, for example, as I do, it's YouTube app. So CTV is just advertising through apps like YouTube, Netflix, and all of the other streaming services and apps, using mostly video apps, often using real-time bidding, the same as we have in Meta, Google, display ads, and all of these make it very similar to what we have in Facebook, Google, Meta, and etc. But how CTV is different from standard like cable television? And imagine if you're a small or medium business, how hard is to get access to TV advertising. It costs tons of money. It requires a lot of negotiations. You need to shoot your video, then send it to the cable provider, pay tons of money, negotiate some airing, and cost will also depend on the day and time of day. And then after this advertising campaign, you will not have almost any data about it. Also, targeting options are limited, making this strategy very, very broad. So what we have in CTV advertising is totally different. We have full control of our targeted audience. First of all, access to CTV is very democratized. So if you're large, medium, or even small advertiser, you can reach out to any big DSP, or you can reach out to a smaller player and just negotiate campaign, whether it's managed or self-service access. Also, you have a full control on your targeting. You can use third-party audiences, you can use first-party audiences, you can control inventory, choose inventory sources and supply vendors. You have full control over time of day and all of the other targeting parameters. And what is more important, you have a full control over reporting, and you can get all kinds of data you can even imagine. But what the deal with cable TV? Here you see nice stats from eMarketer, actually showing us that cable TV is not as popular anymore, and it only has 30% of overall content consumption, meaning that CTV and streaming services are significantly more popular, especially for younger audience, because older audience is still stick to cable TV. And actually this is a great news for us, for marketers, because now we can access all of this inventory. We can reach hundreds of millions of people, and it wasn't possible before, because right now we don't need to sign a contract with cable providers or with channels. We can just log in to the platform, upload our video ads, and start advertising. And what is also interesting, users who are watching streaming TV, they are more engaged compared to cable TV. My take is CTV can be significantly more effective than social ads. And you can argue, you are seeing thousands of conversions in your platform and in Google Analytics, and for CTV it's hard to see conversions on platform and all of the things. Okay, let's go through all of the pros and cons. First of all, you have highly engaged audience with a very long session. Then we have close to 100% video completion rate, because CTV ads usually non-skippable. So there is a almost 100% chance that user will see our ad from the beginning till the end, which is cool. Third, audio on. And actually this is a big problem for web campaigns, because the vast majority of video ads are muted and they are not visible. But here we have sound on, we have 100% completion rate, meaning that this highly engaged audience is highly engaged with our ads, because they hear it and they see it. But how it could work better versus social? It would work better for scenarios when you are launching your product, your brand, you need to communicate your value proposition, your mission, you are running branding campaign, and you want to communicate your message to your audience, and CTV is the best channel to do it. CTV shows really exceptional results in driving net new sales, incremental users, branding campaigns, launching brands on a new market. All of the other tasks where, for example, social campaign can really struggle. If you think that TV and CTV advertising is only for big businesses, for big advertisers, and this is not true. I don't think so, especially in 2025. I think those small and medium businesses who will start testing CTV on top of their paid marketing and marketing strategy will significantly outperform their competitors, because their competitors, they are focusing on last touch conversions, they are running Google ads, probably they are allocating significantly more budget than needed towards branded search, towards retargeting, reactivation. Basically, they're spending money on users who would have converted anyway. But what smart marketers do, they allocate budget towards net new customers, acquiring them, and then they spend reasonable amount of investments on retention, retargeting, and upselling, keeping healthy ratio of new and existing customers. And so CTV is the best channel to acquire new customers, because even standard programmatic, open web, and web, as we know, is not as popular, especially right now, because people spend more time on social media and watching video content, and CTV is the best way to reach people who are watching video content. But now, very important part, if you want to test CTV, you need to have these 4 boxes checked. So first, marketing strategy. If you have a good content marketing, if you tested landing pages, tested different offers, you understand what's working, what's not, you understand your target audience, you have overall marketing strategy. Okay, we can check this box. Second, creative. If you have a good creative, not something repurposed from your social media or Google Ads, some AI generated stuff, I don't recommend. You should have a great high quality video with subtitles, sound on, because creative is one of the most important aspects in CTV. Thing number 3, paid marketing. You should have other paid channels up and running, because top of the funnel channels, they work exceptionally well if you have marketing strategy, paid marketing strategy, and top of the funnel channels fuel growth of your marketing, digital marketing, and overall sales. Thing number 3, and one of the most important if we speak about programmatic and CTV, measurement. If you are going to measure programmatic and CTV campaigns by using Google Analytics or platform conversions only, and if you're going to compare it to your search, just please don't do it. Don't do it. In order to measure CTV and programmatic campaigns also, you need to have advanced measurement techniques, incrementality testing, MMM models, conversion lift studies, brand lift studies. You can run geo holdout tests and all of the other advanced measurement techniques. Because people from connected TV, they can't click. And this is good because marketers can think about, how we can measure success of these campaigns, because users are not clicking and we are not seeing these thousands of conversions in Google Analytics 4. So if you have all of these 4 things checked, you can start exploring CTV as a channel. If you need additional guidance, whether you need CTV or programmatic, how to start running it, what platform to choose, how to optimize it, and etc., I'll be happy to help. You can book consultation with me using link below, and I'll be happy to answer all of your questions about ecosystem, about programmatic, different measurement solutions, and share all of my knowledge about that. And actually, in half of cases, and maybe even more, I recommend focusing on other things, but not to start with CTV and programmatic right away, because, and I've heard as a programmatic specialist probably more than 1,000 times in my career that programmatic doesn't work, CTV doesn't work, digital out of home doesn't work, audio ads doesn't work. And the only reason it doesn't work because either you don't know how to run it or you don't know how to measure it, but it works. As I already said in this video, one of the biggest problem with traditional TV is you can't really measure it. But let's talk about CTV and what exactly you can measure. So let's start from basic things like impressions, your cost per 1,000 views or CPM, video completion rate. Also, you can check all of the inventory sources, all of the device geolocations, even zip codes where your ads were served. And also what a lot of marketers, especially from SMB space, love is track conversions, because you can assign your pixel, and for example in the trade desk it works perfectly. You can assign your pixel and see all of the post-view conversions in your reporting. Actually, it assigns ID to household level, and if you saw your ad on CTV and then made the conversions using your mobile phone or desktop, like platform kinda sees it and assign this conversion to your CTV campaign, which is like extremely beneficial. Also, one of the benefits is that you can collect audience of those users who were exposed by your ads and launch reprospecting campaign in web app, like standard video in the web, and just actually targeting them with a cheaper formats in the open web, getting them closer to conversion, or creating a cool creative sequence like the whole story, what you're going to tell them. So it really gives you possibility to execute all kinds of marketing strategies. Also, big platforms and the best platforms for CTV offer such a solutions like conversion lift study. So basically it's a study that helps you to understand how your CTV campaign impacts other channels' performance, how it can help. So I will use my example. With my team, we ran a campaign for one of our clients, and we activated conversion lift study that showed that conversion path with CTV had 2 times higher conversion rate with other channels, meaning that when you add CTV to the mix, you are increasing your CVR significantly. And using this simple math, you can calculate what is the ROAS impact, how it impacts your overall sales, and how it fuels other channels to grow. So very valuable information that very cool to share with your clients because it looks like really exciting. Some of you can argue with me saying that, well, hold on, you said that CTV is the best format with the highest engagement and marketers should use it, but what about YouTube? YouTube is very high engagement platform, and you will be right. YouTube is the best CTV platform as well. Actually, 1 week ago or so, Google had an earnings call where they showed that their network and search business is like steady or decreasing slightly, but their YouTube business is growing and it's projected to grow even further. And actually, YouTube probably is the best Google buy ever, because YouTube is a high engagement platform that offers CTV, it's YouTube. But for marketers, please make sure that you're not serving your ads on content like this. Because when I was doing different audits of my client campaigns or some other audits I was doing, I've seen such a terrible examples of CTV and YouTube campaigns where ads were served on content like this, on screensavers, on some strange content on Chinese, then on videos with video that helps you fall asleep faster. You know, some of the crazy things, and marketers were spending thousands and thousands of dollars on placement like that. So if you don't know how to run and optimize YouTube campaign and CTV campaign overall, because I've also seen campaigns where a lot of the budget was spent on Hispanic movies, on some, strange background apps. So if you don't know how to optimize, please consult with specialists or hire people who knows how to optimize programmatic campaigns and CTV campaigns, or try to learn it on your own. You will spend a lot of time actually, but please, if you don't have knowledge, please don't do it. I know that a lot of marketers are biased towards CTV and they're saying that CTV costs a lot, CPMs are higher, CPAs are higher. So let's talk about this. Actually, if you compare CTV to digital video, I'll be clear. The vast majority of buyers who are buying digital video, they're buying outstream, sound on, non-viewable ads somewhere in the bottom of the page. And if you compare CTV to these ads, well, yeah, CTV has significantly higher cost. No problems. If you compare CTV to in-stream, high quality, sound on ads, there will be no significant difference. Speaking of CPA, also, if you compare your branded search campaign, if you compare your retargeting and branded search campaign with CTV, yes, CTV will have significantly higher CPA. But when you compare legit prospecting efforts, when you're optimizing towards acquiring net new users and net new sales, CTV wouldn't have significantly higher CPA. Also, you need to measure how CTV impacts other channel performance and also include this. And actually, you can fully understand the impact of your CTV campaign after it ends. You will have all of the analysis like incrementality, conversion lift study, and only then you can understand how it impacts your overall sales. As a directional insight for your budget allocation within a platform, you can use platform conversions for sure, but please not use it for high-level budget allocation between the channels, because, well, Google Ads branded search will take all of the budget and you will be spending on users who would have converted anyway. So now let's speak about the future of CTV. So what's going to happen this year, next year? I think 2025 is a year when ad tech and programmatic infrastructure is ready to onboard small and medium businesses easier. So more people, more marketers, more brands can use CTV right now. Because, like, imagine 5 years ago, it was a really hard task to onboard a DSP, start running CTV. There were no such a great studies and options to measure it. But right now, you can find the reseller of DV360 or the Trade Desk and pay a fee to have an access to this platform and run in CTV. This is a good solution. Also, there are a lot of new great players who are offering managed service, so you don't need to run it on your own. You can delegate to a team of specialists. There are a lot of new platforms, for example, Vibe.co, and they really help to democratize access to CTV. And as I said, those marketers who will start running and testing and learning about CTV, they will outperform their competitors because they will be focused on right things versus optimizing their media towards last touch conversions. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, ask questions in the comments. I'll be happy to ask, and yeah, see you in the next video.